What's going on? This is David from Pier with another Zeitgeist game review. Today we're playing Chants of Sennaar, the second title from indie studio Rundisk. Let's get into it. Chants of Sennaar is an adventure puzzle game based on the biblical story of the Tower of Babel. Players take on the role of a nameless wanderer tasked with reconnecting the disparate communities scattered throughout a massive tower divided by several language barriers. Right from the start, Chants makes a bold statement with its striking visuals. The cel-shaded stylized art feels unique. It's somehow ancient and futuristic at the same time, which plays into the contrasting stages of civilization across the levels of the tower, while also allowing them to feel consistent with each other, which is quite impressive given the wide variety in level design. And connecting each level are grand spaces with a breathtaking sense of scale, making the player feel small using a camera that doesn't move like old-school Resident Evil. The gameplay primarily revolves around deciphering the languages of each level of the tower. It's an inventive, ongoing puzzle that forces players to challenge their assumptions as they play. You use context clues to figure out what each new symbol you see means, and your guesses aren't confirmed until you've fully explored your surroundings and collect diagrams to match with your guesses. What I love about this system is that you can type any word you want as your guess, meaning that your understanding of one of the languages can go in the complete wrong direction if you're not paying close enough attention, which can also affect what happens with the other languages. It leads to some intense problem solving, which is fun, but sometimes the puzzles are too smart. I had to resort to guesswork while confirming definitions more than once as I was playing. And while it can be satisfying to have your guesses confirmed, I think the more hardcore puzzlers would appreciate a mode where you could only rely on your guesses and context clues. This game is fun. It's the best kind of brain teaser, and it once again proves that indie games are the best space for variety and innovation in video games. It feels like solving a jigsaw puzzle in the best way. If you're stuck on one part of the puzzle, you can come back whenever you want. And the breakdown of equivalent words in different languages having separate, sometimes opposite meanings is thought-provoking. It forces you to consider the reality of people having different perspectives on the same thing, which is desperately needed in the world right now. This game is about connecting people who believe they have nothing in common, which is something we could all be better at. I just couldn't imagine any high-profile game studio putting out something so different like this. My biggest issue is that the game is too short, but it's hard to hold that against it when the designers had to create 5 unique sets of languages and grammatical rules, and then correlate them to one another. And a lot of puzzles feel like they could be more complex, but end up giving a one-and-done kind of vibe, which I'm not a fan of. If you're introducing a new gameplay component, it should be significant enough that it lasts more than 15 minutes or so. Also, at times, some mechanics feel as though Chants is trying to be something that it's not, and those ideas don't feel fleshed out enough for their inclusion to be justified. Specifically, some stealth sections just feel out of place and can get a little frustrating when I'm just here to figure out these languages. There's also some weird math stuff that I couldn't explain if I tried, so I won't get into it. In the end, what I really wanted from Chants of Sennaar was more. More puzzles, more uncertainty, more satisfying problem solving. All those things are there, but I just wanted the experience to keep going and keep testing me. Chants is a fun, inventive, unique puzzle game featuring a thought-provoking reversal of a biblical story. There's room for expansion and improvement, but if you're looking for something different, this is your game. That's why Chants of Sennaar gets a 4 out of 5. If you played Chants of Sennaar, what did you think? What game should I play next? Let me know with a comment down below. If you liked this video, subscribe for a new game review every month.